right, what is going on, everybody? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackie Errico, and I am one of the owners of Just Lift Fitness. We are located in Chicago, Illinois, and we specialize in personal training, small group private training. We also have our own mobile fitness app where we do nutritional coaching and remote coaching for clients all over the world. So what I wanted to talk about with everybody today is really looking at, a health and fitness journey and what does that all entail in regards to hitting our goals. And so, when I look at goals, whether that's gaining muscle mass, losing body fat, becoming a more functional individual, for me, becoming more functional, being able to play with my kids, getting on the ground, all of those things, being an athlete, whether, you're coming out of college or you're an older individual who used to play sports and you still want to be active, mobile, injury-free, all of those things. No matter what those goals are, we're going to look at the same things in regards to getting started. So what I always say is getting started is the hardest and the most important thing that we're going to go through here. So, reaching out to somebody, letting them know that you need help to get started is okay. It's not easy, and getting started is the hardest part, right? Because we have to overcome that fear. We're jumping into something new potentially. We're finding something new to hopefully help achieve our goals. So getting started is going to be number one. And I always highly encourage, and I have to tell myself this as well, is do not wait. Do not wait to get started. There's never going to be a perfect time. A lot of times I've witnessed, I want to get to the gym first. I want to get a couple of sessions in on my own before I start working out with a trainer. I would love to lose 10 pounds before coming in to get started. I want to wait till the new year to get started. All of those things, right? And always encouraging our clients, encouraging myself that there is no perfect time to get started. There's never going to be a sign flashing in front of you that now is the time. You got to jump off that cliff. You just have to get started and dive right in because, again, there's no perfect timing for that. So get started as soon as possible, no matter what your goals are. Next thing that I personally like to look at is what is going to be my fitness routine here. So starting with fitness, what is my day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month look like? And for me personally, I have to have a game plan, I have to have an outline, and I have to have a program so that I know what to expect. And so laying out what that month is going to look like. At our facility, we personally do 8-week programming cycles, meaning that every 8 weeks, we're going to cycle through a new major upper body, a new major lower body, and then some type of conditioning and challenge. And that doesn't have to be for everybody, but I highly recommend that you are doing some sort of systemized programming so that we can track our progress. We can actually see when we're making progress. We can see when we've hit a plateau. And the best way to do that is to follow a program and actually track what you're doing on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis. So keep it simple in regards to that. I always say as well, no matter what your goals are, again, losing weight, gaining muscle mass, trying to run a marathon, staying injury-free, playing and being mobile and functional, strength training should be the foundation of your training program. I cannot emphasize that enough. That's what I personally believe in. That's what my team believes in. We need to be doing strength training. It is statistically proven that as we get older, our muscle mass, our bone density are on a decline. And we do not want that to happen. It's going to naturally happen, but we can do things to prevent that, to slow that down, and help that from not happening. So that main way is going to be strength training, right? With strength training, we want our muscle mass to go up. We want our bone density to stay strong, and that's going to help with all of those things. So having a really, really good foundation, starting off with strength training, that does not mean that you do not do cardio. Love cardio. Personally, I use cardio as really just like a stress reliever. I enjoy it as me time. When I'm doing cardio, I'm usually listening to podcasts, listening to audiobooks. That's really my time to not have to think about how many reps and sets am I doing compared to a strength training workout. It's me time. I like to get out there and do it. I also like to change up the type of cardio that I'm doing. So I do enjoy running, but I don't necessarily just, always get out for a run just to get mileage in. I'm going to change it up on a week-to-week basis. So I might do intervals. Those can consist of, especially when starting out, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. I'm running for 1 minute. I'm walking for 1 minute. Then maybe the next week I'm picking it up, 2-minute run, 2-minute walk, 3-minute run, 3-minute walk. And then just getting out for straight mileage as well, right? How many miles can I get in? I'm typically out there for about 45 minutes to an hour personally in regards to my cardio. But everybody's gonna be different, right? You have to start where you are able to start. And so if that means starting with 20 seconds of running and then going into a walk, that is totally okay, right? You just want to do what is best for you, best for your body, and a starting point. In regards to strength training, I love lifting weights. I love lifting barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells, all of the above. But when we look at people just starting out with their health and fitness journey, those big tools and pieces of equipment can be super, super intimidating. And we don't want that. So for beginners, body weight strength exercises are totally okay. And not just okay, they are very beneficial, right? If your training experience and level is near ground zero, let's just start with body weight movements, body weight squats, push-ups, planks, lunges. There's so many different options out there that you really don't need any equipment for. It's really just about starting and then getting that foundation. We want to lay that foundation so that as we build that muscle mass, we build that strength, our body gets used to those body weight movements, we can then add in more of those dumbbells, kettlebells, resistance bands is a really good way to start with that. So don't overthink it. Right now, for me, what I'm doing, I do strength training about 3 to 4 days a week, and then I'm doing cardio about 2 to 3 days a week. So that's kind of what my split looks like. Get a lot of questions of, what do strength training splits look like? Buys and tries, all of those things. I personally love hitting some sort of total body every single strength training workout, but just having an emphasis, again, of a major upper body and a major lower body. So what that might look like would be, hitting a heavier bench press and heavier squats, and then next workout, deadlifts and more of a push press movement. So that's just typically what I do. Again, I like to get in the gym and enjoying it. Personally, it also has to be what you enjoy. And so you have to find a program that is going to give you a good mix of, we're working hard, we're doing that program with a purpose, but also it's enjoyable and entertaining enough for you as well. If not, you're going to get bored in the short term. You're not going to end up sticking to that program. And so you've got to find a program that's going to be best for you, fit you, and encourage you to do it for the long term, right? Because we're not here for short-term goals. We want to do it for the long haul.